Hello, Jimmy. Sit silently. Much love. Okay, that's around 30 minutes. Sit quietly. Sit quietly doing nothing is an antidote for compulsive reactions. You choose to be non-active. The more you can choose to be non-reactive, the more you can choose to be active or to be responsive. It's, it's yin and yang, you see. It is seemingly a paradox, but actually, like yin and yang helps each other. To sit silently helps you to respond more, I would say, positively or in a more better understanding of the situation. And it is very, very practical. My own experience is that, especially when you play sports, your reflection is quicker, is better, is clearer. It improves your reflection, especially in sports, but also it helps you to understand the total picture of any situation or event or conversation, the everyday life. Once you notice there's a, how to say, habitual reaction, both physically and mentally, to a certain situation or event, a person, a word, an animal. For me, it's more cats. I have 3 cats. They disturb my, cats like to, surround you and walk between your legs. I found it's disturbing me, and anyway, I notice, um, I react to the cat's movements. Then sometimes I get mad even. I notice that. And it becomes a very, very good practice for me. Even though sometimes I fail, I noticed, how to say, the hidden habitual patterns, Anyway, anything in the world, anyone, anything that can disturb your inner environment is a teacher, is a thing to teach you. Do you agree? So in Buddha's teaching, there's a saying that thanks for anyone that hurt you. I know it sounds crazy. How can you thank for anyone that hurt you? Because that person or that situation, that memory, that trauma really, disturb you, wreck you up. So you lose the true self. you lose that serenity. I'm not saying you're not respond or react to anyone to hurt you, but if deep down in your mind, in your heart, there's still some enemy or someone hurt you, actually that's a seed, that's a negative seed that can really hurt you. For example, someone maybe treat you badly, treat me badly 10 years ago, 15 years ago, a long time ago. I still memorize that thing, and it's a negative seed in my mind that can hurt me. That means I do not recognize the karmic force behind that memory. I cannot forgive someone that hurts me is a sign that I'm not awakened. Do you follow? So in this context, everyone can be your teacher of awakening, especially someone who hurt you. Because we normally will be appreciating someone helped us or loved us, financially or in all kinds of ways, right? We thank for anyone who helped us, loved us, supported us, cared us. That's a sure thing. But if you can really, first of all, forgiven anyone who hurt you, that's another level. And a higher level, even than forgiveness, is you can thank for that one, thank for that person or someone who hurt you. Thank for something is higher than forgiveness. And below the forgiveness, you accept. Okay. Yeah, that's maybe my keywords today. You accept first anything that happened to you, because anyway you cannot change. It's the past, right? Or you accept what is happening now, like the Israel and the Gaza. We can do nothing, or you can do maybe volunteer, but in a total picture you cannot, because it's collective. First of all, we have to accept what has happened, and what is happening, and forgive someone who hurt us. And thank for anything in our life. It's like a mirror-like wisdom now. The great mirror-like wisdom in Buddha's teaching. You can reflect anything that in your life without attachment. Without attachment is similarly means acceptance. Make sense? You accept what has happened in your whole life, in your childhood, in your adulthood, in your relationships, in your finance, in your family, I think it's something related to the great mirror-like wisdom. You can reflect what has happened and accept. Once you can accept what has happened, then you can sit quietly, observe your past, your relationship, your family, your friends, relatives, colleagues, in a very clear way. A clarity without your superimposition. Do you follow? You really notice whatever is, or whatever was. Actually, this is an outcome of the meditation. This is an outcome of meditation. You can purely observe anything outside of you, inside of you, in terms of space, right? Outside of you and inside of you. That's a space concept. And also, you can purely observe anything that happened in the past and at the present moment too. Maybe you have some thoughts or plans for future, so you can purely observe past, present, and the future in terms of time. So now you're sitting in the field of space-time. Do you follow? You're sitting in a field of space-time, watching everything has happened, is happening, even that will happen. That's a power. That's a superpower, I will say. A superpower does not mean you can fly, you can punch somebody. A superpower also means you can observe. Without any attachments, without identification. This is the first step of awakening. You can zoom out. You can disidentify with the body, with the mind. With anything that is not you. The true self. I mean, or in Buddha's teaching, 如梦幻泡影，如露亦如电. So you can disidentify with anything that is dreamlike, illusion-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, morning dew-like, and lightening-like. Do you follow? You can disidentify with the emptiness, with the, anything that is empty. You can disidentify with 5 skandhas. In the Heart Sutra, we say, when Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara see the emptiness of everything, he can see the emptiness of 5 skandhas. Then he ends the suffering. That's basically the first sentence of Heart Sutra. 观自在菩萨 情深般若波罗蜜多时，照见五蕴皆空，度一切苦厄. So you can see everything is empty, and you can disidentify with the objects, sounds, senses, mind, thoughts, feelings. Then you enter the state of pure observation, non-attachment. Really, it's a non-attachment. So you end the suffering by yourself, because every suffering is created by yourself too. And so does the happiness or worldly happiness, like fame, money, material, all kinds of relationships. It is okay, but you can disidentify, because some people identify with the fame, money, and material relationship so hard that they suffer too. Even it's a good relation, it's good money. Anyway, you can sit in the field of space-time, watch all the events, relationships, everything, anything are empty. That's a time of awakening. Wow. You see, with your clarity, with your stability, with your purity. You see, I repeat the words again now. Also, with luminosity, with power. So you back to that powerful state, stable state, luminous state, that nothing can shake you. Nothing can shake you. No empty stuff or five skandhas can shake you anymore, because now you sit in the true self. You are the true self. You are the uppercase SELF. You are it already. That tvam RC, right? But I know it needs ourselves to realize this, to discover the hidden treasure. Hidden is not hidden at all. It seems to be hidden because of the mind. Last session I spoke about the hidden treasure, right? Hidden treasure is not hidden at all. It's it's an open secret. Words reach its limitation. I feel the weakness of words right now. I feel the weakness of the language. The Tao that can be spoken is not eternal Tao. But all my words can be a sign pointing to the moon, like the finger pointing to the moon, or a sign pointing to the truth, like a finger pointing to the moon. Look. Look. Lock. And the door will be open. Seek. And you will find. Ask. And it will be answered. It's crazy. You see, all the sages teaching, no matter what lineage it is, no matter what religion it is, it comes to one truth, one ultimate truth. So sit quietly doing nothing is to practice the pure observation, is to practice the ability to purely observe. And recently because you have that accumulation of the pure observation, so it comes to a point that you can do it in a real time. It comes to a point that you can observe not only sitting quietly, but also you can have that power of observation in activities. It's a real-time dynamic observation. Sometimes we call mindfulness. It's like it's a shift of perception. Let's say this. So if you look around, you notice every object is in space, right? So for normal people, they see the object in the space. But gradually, if you're a frequent meditator, you identify you are the space, and every object, including your body, mind, your senses, are all within you. So that's a shift of perception, also identity. It's like for normal people, I'm here, something out there, right? That's very normal for worldly person or for people, common people. But if you're a meditator, I'm the space, so everything moves within me. So there's no separation between the space and objects because space embraces everything. So instead of something or some moves around me, so you change the perception from something moving around me to something moved within me. That's a shift of perception. Do you follow? Then back to the point that you notice everything moves within you. There's no separation. You are the player. You are the creator. You are the director of your life. you see your projection. It feels that the true self is projecting a world. So in Tao Te Ching we say Tao creates one, one creates two, and two generates three, and three generates the whole world. So you, the pure awareness, one identical, universal awareness. Okay, there's no such thing as your awareness or my awareness. No, there's only one pure, complete, perfect awareness. That's one, right? But the awareness has to project a world, a split of subject and object. So one generates two. The whole thing is I and the other. That's the split of oneness to duality. It is the play of itself. If you are not awakened, you are up because you always think I am here, the other are there. That's the beginning of suffering. The split of pure awareness into subject and object, I and the other, observer and observed, is the beginning of suffering. So the end of suffering, as Heart Sutra told us, you can see the emptiness of the odd objects means that you see the split of this one universal identical awareness. That's the moment of awakening or enlightenment. You enlighten, the light of consciousness sees itself now. Sees the dual world or duality of the subject and object as one universal identical awareness. That's called enlightenment. The light of consciousness can not only shine on other or the objects, but also goes back to shine on itself. So crazy. Now your mission as human being accomplished. Actually, theoretically, it's so simple. It is so simple. Actually, singularity is the essence of that thing. It is single and simple because it's so simple and so single. It's so hard, how to say, the world is so complex and complicated, and we lost in this complexity, So this reminds me that the Tao Te Ching 顺成人，逆成仙. So to become immortal or to become awakened, it's a process of reverse. You have to look back. That's kind of reverse of looking out, right? So you have to use reduction instead of addition. Do you follow? These are all the keywords of this session and maybe of my 5 years of sharing on the YouTube too. It's come to a point that everything is such in a clear picture now. It's a reversal process. For most people, our attention is outgoing, but if you're a meditator, your attention can look within. You can look within or backward. So it's a loop. So ultimately, that's only a loop. You can look outwardly and look within. You can embrace the world and disidentify with the world. You see, it's a loop now. There's no end, there's no beginning. And even this loop, you see it. You can see beyond it. This loop, in Buddhism, we call reincarnation. The 6 realms. You see, once you reach the true self, how to say, you can end the suffering, you can end the cycle of birth and death. The birth and death are still there, but you're not disturbed. Because you see beyond birth and death. That's the highest healing. I guarantee every cell of your body is relaxed. If you reach this level of understanding, I guarantee you can not only relax your whole body, your breath, your heartbeat, your doing, your activity. I can guarantee not only you can relax everything of the body mind, but also you start to embrace it. You know, underneath all the empty stuff, empty spaces, or empty senses, empty relationships, empty world, you find the hidden treasure underneath all the empty stuff, all the emptiness. Actually, the emptiness is not empty, it's full of energy, love, intelligence. That's the second step. That's the second step of awakening. It's much higher than the disidentified. Now you can embrace. You embrace it because you have a deep understanding. You find the hidden treasure in every object of space-time. Or in other words, you find yourself in the heaven already. That's the true meaning. Knock, it will be open. You knock the door of heaven with wisdom, the door open for you. You open the door from inside. I hope everyone in the world can hear this part of my session today. Any question or any experience you want to share? Very good. No questions means you're clear enough. Nice. Thank you. By the way, recently I'm practicing the Chinese calligraphy. You use a brush to write the Chinese characters. It's beautiful. Anyway, just a beginner. It matches the meditative state very much. And in the same time, you can express yourself, right? You can express yourself through the maneuver of the brushes. Also, Chinese character has a special, how to say, which Chinese character is different from English letter anyway. It is a symbol, so you can express yourself through the thinness or the how to say through the touch, the different touches of the brush. So that's a very good thing. That's a beautiful thing. So it's also an energy flow of the hands, fingertips. Yeah, it's beautiful. And also, it's not only a calligraphy; it also every classical like textbooks or related to the Chinese culture too. So it's a way to zoom in the beauty of harmony, of nature, of poem, of you know Chinese writing. It's really very enjoyable, and thank God I met a good teacher. I learned some in my early childhood, but never met a teacher. So a teacher is important to guide you. Actually, this idea applies to everything, right? If you want to learn something in a very good level, it's better you can find a good teacher, no matter it's piano or repairing a car or repair a house, anything. So it's more play of the emptiness. 真空妙用，妙用真空. So 4 characters simplify all the Buddha's teaching or the ultimate truth. Even though the things, images, objects, sounds are empty, actually it is so beautiful. Is everything we can gather from the 5 senses plus the mind, that we can output a thought, a feeling, a perception, is the play of God. So in this sense, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Heaven is world, world is heaven. Okay, I think that's all for today. Almost 1 hour. Thank you. I will be in China next week, so maybe see you. I don't know the connection there isn't. I will use a VPN. Maybe I still do the YouTube. I still can do the YouTube because if you do not have VPN, then you cannot use Gmail or YouTube in China. funny thing. Anyway, see you next week. Thank you.